Well, how's it going, guys? This is a subscriber's request. I was asked if I could do a setup on another track after um, he saw the video, my last video at Williams Grove in a non-wing sprint car. He asked me if I could do another track, but on a slick version. So what I've done now is I haven't run this track yet. I've set it up at 100% usage. Uh, So the track will never probably get that slick, but there will be parts that will probably be slick like that, depending on how many cars are running on the track. So what I've gone to is I've gone to Volusia and I've set it to 100%. I haven't run this track, I said before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and we're going to work on setups and where to place the car and how to get it around the track. It's going to be interesting, and that because as you know, on a slick track, with a wing sprint car, they're difficult. So this is a non-wing sprint car. So yeah, I'll see how I go. If anything, that you can have a laugh and that whenever I do a loop around. So I'll go ahead and switch this over and we'll go into it. Rightio. Rightio. I hope you can still hear me. Um, so this is a 100% slick track. As you can see, she's super dry. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go in. And we're going to go to the garage. Now, this is the same setup from last night. I haven't made any changes to it. So what I'm going to do is we'll start from base again. We'll leave it as is for now. Put it there. Okay. We'll leave the tyres as is for now. And we'll start from base. So we've got a slick track. We know she's going to be loose. And we've still got it at 486 ratio. This is last night's setup. What I might do is we might actually go to start off on iRacing setup. So we'll go here. We won't save any changes to it. We're at Volusia. It's open. Rightio. So now there we are. We're at a iRacing setup. They've got 10 inches on there. So we'll just go back doing base again. 0 inches stagger, 10 across the front. We've got 6 left rear. Yeah, I'll leave it at 6. I'll drop this down to 8 psi on that right rear. And we'll drop this down to 6 inches of stagger. We'll start off with 6 inches for now because it's a round track. So, alright, 1000, go with 1000 here on the right front. At the moment, we've got 1000 left rear, and we'll go down to 1000. Now, we'll go for now. We'll just go straight 5s on the front, and we will decrease the rebound to a 6. We'll leave that as a 3 on the left rear and the shocky. On the right rear, we'll leave that as a 5-5 for now. We'll bring that wheel all the way in again. We'll leave that at 13.5 inches of offset on the left rear. We'll then now drop the fuel pressure fuel down to 10. We'll start off at 10 for now. Don't forget though, if you start running feature races, you've got to go larger. So we'll start off with base, and then we'll work off from there. The other thing too is the slick track. So let's have a look. See, we've got toe in, toe out, steering offset. There is no camber caster in the front. I'll turn that rock screen off. I don't need that. Yeah, because if it was a real sprint car, because as you know, it's got the 4 radius rods on the front. Well, there's 3 on one side, or 2 on one side, 1 on the other. So there's 3 on the front. And what you usually do in a wingless sprint car is you would pull the axle back at the top, and then what that will do is cause what do you call it, the caster to change. So then what happens is when you're steering and you're going to counter lock to catch the slide, what it does is then is you're pushing as the car's sliding, and when you turn right, it pushes that wheel down, so it's like help transferring that weight to the rear during the slide. But at the moment they don't have that in here either, so we'll just leave that as is. And we'll give that a run. This is going to be super slick, so it's going to be super loose, but we'll know where we stand. Yeah, she's slick. Yeah, she's got a bit of drive in it though, but she's slick. I'm only on quarter throttle and she's slide. What I'm trying to do is like I did last night, get that weight on that right front and just try and slide it. She wouldn't turn in, so I had to get on the gas and jump the bum around. As soon as you get on that slick, she wants to slide sideways straight away. See, I'm only on quarter throttle here, and she's a handful already. There you go, full throttle. And the rear just wants to keep coming around on me. Don't forget, I haven't lowered the rear end down yet. So she wants to slide. Full throttle. Constantly having to catch it. See if I can hug the bottom. Not even quarter throttle and she's sideways on me. She just wants to slide up the track. Yeah. So that's, as you can see, that was only quarter throttle, and I only got off full throttle a few times. Alright. So it's getting around okay, but it is tailing. So let's lower the rear end down like we did last night. We know down to -2 on the back seems to work pretty well. Rightio. Anything else we could do for now? We'll give that a run, and then we'll see how we go. Feel that right rear driving. Full throttle. Up on the cushion. Trying to catch it, keep it on that cushion, and she just wants to keep bringing that bum around. Left rear, just wants to keep slide. I'll get a few laps in and we'll see where we go from here. I reckon I could probably pull that, definitely put a tyre down on that right rear. Because it's leaning on that right rear. But it's not leaning on that right front just yet. So I'll do that. Doing exactly what we did last night. We'll go super soft, go as hard as we can here. We've got no turns in the bars yet, we're just using shockies at the moment to get the drive. You can feel that right rear now driving. But as soon as that left rear gets on that slick, she wants to get around on me. I'm sliding up on the cushion because there's nothing down the bottom there. As soon as you get in, you can slide it up. But at the moment, as you can see, I've done nothing to the bars, it's just shockies at the moment. That was full throttle. That was a big one. I'll change it to TV3. Where am I down the back straight? Yeah, that left rear got that drive on that inside there. Alright. Yeah, the left rear got that drive on the inside there, but spat me towards the wall. Rightio. So okay, now let's look at what we can do. As we know, the car wants to keep going sideways, so let's space this left rear out so we're able to get more drive. Now, what do we want to do? Because we're running sideways all the time, do we want to go right rear weight or left rear weight? At the moment, as you know, I haven't put any heavy bars in any corners yet, so I won't tie down that left front yet. Let's put some weight in here and see what that does. So we'll space that wheel out, and we've put a heavier bar in that left rear. Give that a run. Left rear is driving a lot more now. It doesn't want to sit sideways on that slick. But it still does want to reverse itself into the corner. You can see now, because I've got the right rear up in the grip, the left rear is in the slick. As I said, the left rear is now driving a bit more, so it's driving evenly with the right. Still cool to throttle though. Come on. Stop fighting me. 3/4 throttle, full throttle. This is basically holding that slide all the way through that curve, back straight. It's not fast, but we're getting around. Just trying to keep it on that cushion. Slide it in, hit the slick, slide up to the cushion, and run that cushion off. As you can see, I'm having to fight the car to get it around the corner because the front end's not doing what I want it to do right now. The rear end's doing what it should, but the front end's not. So we've got to work on getting that front end to do what we want it to do. Let's change this view and we'll have a look at the car. I'll rewind it a bit. Okay, that'll do. So the car's getting in, grabs that right rear. The front's pushing slightly, it's floating the front like it should. And then you can see there the right rear grab that cushion, jump that front around. Left rear is driving nicely on the slick. It's not tidy. As you can see, when the right rear grabs that cushion, it wants to bring that front over. So we've got to work on that front end now. So what we'll do is, we know we need to get load on that front end. There's a couple of ways we could do that. We've already got weight on that left rear here, so we're putting weight already on that right front there. Because it's a slick track, we also want to get weight to the rear. And that's so what we could do. We'll give this a go first. We'll put some weight in that right front, and we'll see what that does. So now we've increased the cross weight between the left rear and the right front. So now we're probably going to be getting a lot more left rear drive, but also when we back off and the weight gets to that front, we're going to be driving that left front too. So yeah, the left rear is driving a fair bit now. Feel that right front driving a bit more. So you're able to steer it a bit better. But because the left rear is driving so hard, it wants to bring that rear end around a lot more side wide in it now. See, the car just wants to keep sliding up the track because that left rear drive. Full throttle. See if I can get on this bottom line here. It's going to be slowly on the throttle. Yeah, she's really loose, as you can see. Like I'm full lock and she's sliding. It's not fast, not tidy. So we know the left rear is driving way too much now. But we know that we can get on the gas and point it where we want to point it and it will just go. I'll do a few laps and we'll go from there. Alright. It's a bit of a handful because you're constantly having to correct it. You're having to work the wheel too much to get it around the track, which you don't want to be doing. So let's tie this right front down, and I'll leave that weight in there and we'll see how that goes. So what will happen now, when I back off, all that load is going to get on that right front. When it does that, it unloads that left rear. Full throttle. Constantly have to adjust the throttle and constantly correcting. Try and catch it and try and keep that car sliding. Full throttle. And I'll keep jumping that cushion. See if I can do a lap on the cushion. As it hit that slick, it wanted to go down left. You can see I'm only on quarter throttle while I'm going around here on the slick. Alright. Well, we know the left rear is getting too much drive. So, what you might do is you might drop this down to 1,000. And I'll go with 1,025 for now. Leave that at 1,050. No, I haven't touched that left front yet. The idea at the moment is what I'm trying to do is trying to see how much drive we can run with the left rear weight and see what that does to the car before I even do anything to the front. not even going to touch gearing right now. As you can see, I'm not on full throttle. I'm not going to touch gearing right now, because it will make a big difference to how the car will handle, but we'll do that later. See, what at the moment I'm using my throttle to catch the car. Because basically you got to steer the car with your throttle, point it where you want it to go, catch it when it starts sliding. Tag, that will be too much damage. Alright. So she is still pretty tailing. Now what some people might do is, as been over, trying to get on that right front and get to the right rear. Some people, what they do sometimes is they might increase this weight here and also increase the compression of the shocking, and that, so try and so it doesn't drop down on that left front if you back off. But what we'll do for now is we'll just increase that bar, so we're trying to get weight to the rear. I haven't touched anything else in the back here, because at the moment we're just going to do left rear weight. And you'll probably think, well, how about if we take some weight out of here? Well, I won't do that just yet. We'll just do these 3 corners first. See, he's picking up that left front nicely, leaning on that right rear into the cushion. I can turn it in. She's pitching down on that left front nose, right front nose. And I got off gas a bit too much. We know it's nice and soft now in the rear, as you just saw. The wheel stood on me. There's not much damage. Rear end wants to come around on me when I get on the gas, come off the corner. I hit that wall again because of that cushion's up near to that wall. We'll give it another run, we'll get a few laps, and then we'll have a look at the car. As we know now, it's not dipping so much on that left front, more leaning now on that right rear, sorry, on that right front, then transfer to that right rear, but when it does that, it's still bringing the bum around, like it's a bit too much stagger on it. So we'll look at that next. Just line up the track. Use that left rear to drive up the track over that slick so I can get back up on the cushion. So right in the middle of the corner, coming off the corner, but it transfers that weight to that right side. Off of turn 2, it gets really taily. So we're right at this corner here because we've got a straight there, where the back corner here is more like the D shape. So So as you would see so far, our setup's exactly the same as we ran at Williams Grove. We know that works, and it's working pretty well here for now. Let's just dance with the throttle to get the car around the corner, over the cushion, on the gas, full throttle. Burst it in. It's on the slick, unfortunately. Try and catch it. Oh, she's dancing all over the shop. This time what I've done is I went in a bit straighter and then turned it in. We're way above the slick. Pushing that cushion right up. Now where you want to be, would probably be just above the slick. So that's probably the fastest line when you race with everyone else. So then when that line starts to slicken up, you then start moving up the track even more. Ooh, tap that wall. A little bit of damage, still drivable. So, what can we do to the car now? See if we can get the thing to handle a bit better. Because don't forget, we might have to put some extra load of fuel in it. And she's screaming when you hit that slick. That's full throttle.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
I'm just going to run this fuel out and then we'll change the set.
That's it, we're out of fuel.
Alright. And you can hear the tyres, they were screaming and the thing was on the rev limiter. So we'll look at gearing later on. So now, what we'll do is, let's drop this down. We'll go down to a 950 in this right rear. We'll leave the left front as is for now, and we've got these jockeys as it is. So we'll give that a run, and we'll see what that does. So now we've increased the left rear weight. Now that we've dropped the right side down to a soft bar. We'll have that same drama where the left will want to drive more than the right. So let's see how that goes. You can see straight away she wants to slide up the track. Left rear just wants to drive big time. And because of that, you turn the car a bit more, but it's... So we'll go to a... That was all the way soft, it was a 950 bar. So we'll go to a 975 bar. Because basically, this bar is now gone from 1025 up to 1050. So we've increased that weight on that left side doing this. See, he still wants to drive that left rear up and wants to go up the track. Ooh. Yeah, that left rear just wants to keep driving. So we'll look at it. Rightio. Go from there. You can see that left front just keeps wanting to float up in the air. Alright. I'll change this view and let's have a look at the front. Alright. You can see, look at the angle of the car. You can see it. It's leaning on that right rear. It's leaning on that right front. It's picking up that left front. Alright. So, we know that we're able to get plenty of drive going down to a 950, but it increases that weight on that left rear. And we know when that does that, it keeps pushing it up the track. So we know that doesn't, it works, but it doesn't achieve the goal that we're trying to achieve. So, now let's look at the left front here. Let's try going to a stiffer shock on the compression, and try and hold that up a bit more, and let's go soft. So it's just basically holding that front up a bit more, and it's just going to transfer over to that right rear really fast, or to the right side really fast. So we'll give that a run, and we'll see what that does to the car. The left rear keeps getting on that slick. Because it keeps getting that slick, it wants to keep bringing that front around because the right rear is driving more to the left. Away from that wall. We know that setting the shock up like that in the left front has destabilised the front end a bit too much. Because I've gone soft on the rebound straight away. Now get that weight transfer to that right rear. And because of that, the car wants to reverse into the corner, and we can catch it a lot easier, but it's making it difficult to drive. what it's doing is landing too much on that right rear, and we're not getting enough left rear drive. Alright. So we know it's not handling very well. It's getting us around, but you can see we're sideways way too much. So what we'll do is we'll leave that compression at 6, but we'll change the rebound to a 5. Now we've got 1050 here, and we've got 1025 here. So let's increase 1050 to here, and we'll put 1025 here. So what we've done is we've just swapped these over. Even though you're thinking, oh, okay, we've now increased this weight, so we're going to get heaps of left rear drive. Well, we'll be getting exactly the same as we would if we had 1050 here and 1025 here. Because don't forget, we're looking at corners here. This is the 2 points that are going to be driving on the track. You're steering mainly with this wheel here, and you're driving with this wheel here. I'll get off the wall. See, the car's still handling the same like it was before. We changed that shocky to an easy up. 3 on the rebound. Now what we've done, we've changed that, swap those bars over right front and left rear. So what we're doing now is it's getting the same amount of left rear drive, but now we're getting down that right front nose a bit more. You can see the left front's bouncing, dancing. Left rear just wants to lean over. What I'm trying to do is keep that left front on the slick, because it's not touched on the ground, so you can stay on that slick area while the rest of the wheels are driving on just off the slick on the grip. You can see the front's dancing a bit when I transfer that weight over. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use the throttle to help turn the car. Here when it backs off, that's when I get off full throttle. Bring the rear end around, pitch it where I want it to go.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
See if I can grab the inside. Up on, over the slick, the grip. Let's see if I can run this bottom here. It's going to be hard because it's slick. We can run there, but as you can see, I'm only on full throttle, probably not even that. And the rear end just wants to keep coming around on me. So, what have we got? We know what the car's doing. We know it's tailing. It's driving because we've increased this bar here. It's getting around pretty good. We're able to get off the gas, turn the car, get on the gas, drive off the corner, get into the corner, pitch the car, get through the corner, and we're able to then decide which way we want to go and get it off the corner again. So we know this works. Now, what's the tyre pressure? See, the tyre pressure, once it's getting hot, we get up to 10 psi. The left rear, we're at 6, it's only going at 7. Now we've got 6 inches of stagger, so let's drop this down and see what this does. It might cause the left rear to drive a bit more, and we'll see how we go. It's a lot more straighter now, but she wants to slap the track a bit more. Because we're not fighting against the stagger and the slick, because it's only got 4 inches. So what we could do, we could increase that tyre pressure on that left rear, so we're getting less stagger again, so we might be able to put down to 3 inches of stagger. But I'll give it a few laps first, get these tyres hot, and see where we'll go from there. The car's not as sideways now, which is good, but the left rear is driving a lot more now. So because of that, we've got to set the car up, back up a bit more going into the corner to get the car through the corner. Starting to get a little bit wild, so I'll slow down a bit, get back to a rhythm again. Full throttle. Left rear is just in the slick. I was in the slick all the way then. You could hear it bouncing off the rev limiter. Oh, she doesn't want to turn. She didn't want to turn at all. The right rear grabbed that cushion, did not want to turn. Yeah. That right rear grabbed that cushion. Did not want to turn. Right. So let's increase this. We've got 8 psi on both of them now. We'll give that a run. Ooh, that left rear just drove big time. Alright. Feel the car feels a bit different now with that left rear. Air pressure all the way up. Yeah, it's getting too much drive now. But we're able to point it and shoot it where we want. It's not as sideways, but it's a bit harder to get into the corner. We've got to get off the gas a bit more to get into the corner. Now the tyre's starting to get warm. Still sliding up the track a fair way though. What I might do is I might start turning in a little bit earlier and see if we can keep the car down a little bit lower. And too low now. Alright. So we know it does work. And it is a little bit easier to drive. I'll rewind a bit. When I put net bigger air pressure in that left rear, it then decreases the stagger even more. Makes it a bit easier to drive. Even when you're on the slick part, drives a bit more straighter than usual. You can see I'm backing into the corner a lot more than what I would. This is right in the wall. Right. Because I keep getting that cushion right on that wall there on the main straight. So there we are. You can give that a go. I'm going to make some more changes to it and we'll go from there. So let's drop this back down to 6 psi. I'm going to change this now to right rear weight. So we'll go 1000 here. Start off 1000 there. 1000 there. We've got 1000 here. So I'm going to increase the weight here. Leave this here. I'll increase the left front weight. And we'll give that a run. rear is driving on heaps. That's the reason why the rear end's around on me too much. But, she's broken. What I will do, I'll change this left bar. I'll leave that at 1,000 for now. I'll get a baseline for this right rear. See, she's still loose on me because of that right rear is driving a bit more than the left. Come on, get around that quarter. Oh, up on 2 wheels. Alright. So we know on a super slick track, it gets really taily because that right rear is driving a lot more than that left rear. So, what I might do is, how can I tighten this up? Yeah, I'll increase that. Oh, increase that to a 9. So basically we got weight to the rear. So now it's going to go to that. I'll give that a run. So what this should do is it's going to transfer quickly to from the front to the back. When I get on the gas, when I get into the corner, it's still going to lean on that right front before it gets to the right rear coming off. It's just going to transfer a lot faster now. I've got the easy up shock on. I've got that tie down on that left rear, so when the weight does transfer to the back, it's holding that left rear down, so I'm able to get left rear drive still coming off that corner. Oh, she's loose. As soon as I get over that hump on the track, flattens out. That's where she gets loose. Alright. She's handling a bit better now. But as you can see, she's still pretty loose. So I'm going to make a couple more changes to it because it's going to run right rear weight. What I wanted to do is I wanted to get down on that right front a bit more, so I'm able to steer it a bit better. But doing what I'm going to do though is taking more weight off that left rear. So I wanted to get on that nose more because we can't go softer here and we can't get tight down even harder. So there's 2 ways we can do this. We can go softer in the bar here, which then takes weight off of the left rear. So when we get off the gas, it's going to lean on that right front. So we'll give that a go. This is the first step I'll do. But then I'm going to do something else after this. and we'll see how that goes. So, going softer in the bar, so she's going to lean a lot more in that left front entering the corner. May cause the car to push a lot more. She's entirely because she's not getting much rear end drive because that's off the bar. Alright, you can see straight away as soon as that weight gets on, it's dropping down. It's not achieving what I want to achieve. So let's change that view. We'll go to the rear chase and we'll look at the front. So you can see it's unloading that left rear a bit too much. That right rear definitely is driving, but we're not getting what we want to achieve out of it. So we'll put that back to 1,000. And what I will do is we'll put a turn of chassis tilt in, but reverse chassis tilt. So we'll go a turn here on that left front, and we'll go back to -1 on that left rear. So what we're doing is we're raising that that left side up to get that weight to transfer to that right rear. A lot more easier to drive, but she is taily still because we're running a right rear weight, not left rear weight. It's different than what you would be if you're running it with a wing, because the wing keeps that left rear driving even though we're transferring the weight from the left side to the right side coming off the corner. You can see the car's constantly sideways. I'm in the slick here, I'm not going anywhere. No, I haven't put any weight in the front yet, which we might do now. Yeah, she just wants to keep sliding up that track. The track's getting drier as I'm running on it, so at the moment we're chasing a set, even though it's slipping off as more and more I run it. So let's go heavier bars right across the front. We still leave these turns in here. So we've got chassis tilt in there, meaning it's transferring over a lot more to the left. You could still do exactly the same thing with left rear drive, but at the moment we're just doing right rear drive. And then once I finish doing this, then we'll go back to left rear drive and we'll work on trying to increase some speed out of the car. Because as we know, running right rear drive on a round track like this, it's not helping us at all. At the moment, it seems to be a bit more of a hinder than a help. So. See, as soon as I get on that gas, she wants to transfer us to that right rear. Feel that right rear getting down. But yeah, the running right rear weight on this track isn't beneficial for us at this point in time because it's super slick. So let's go back to left rear weight. So we had 1020, 1050 we had there. 1000 here. We had 1025 there. We'll leave that bar up at 1050. We got a turn in here. We'll leave that at a 6.5. Move this at a 3.6. We've increased this weight here with the tyre down on this left rear. Alright, we'll give that a run. Remember, what we had before at the end was we increased the left rear air pressure, but we're not going to do that this time. You can feel that left rear driving. She's handling pretty good. We got that turn down that left hand side to help transfer that weight to that right side a lot faster because they're constantly going sideways as it is. Oh, hit the wall. Oh, seems alright. This track is going to be very difficult with 24 cars on. And we haven't even added extra fuel in yet for a race. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fuel run and see how much fuel we're using at this gear ratio. Oh, she's sideways. Get off that slick. on the cushion going into this corner here.
That's it, we're out of fuel.
Right, so let's look how many laps we did. Laps. Okay, 32. What's that, 15? We did 15 laps out of 10 gallons of fuel. So from that, we go 10 on a calculator. 10 divided by 15 equals 0.66 gallons a lap. So if you're doing a feature race, 35 laps. So you go 0.66 times that by 35, and you'll need 24 gallons. So we know we need 24 gallons to do 35 laps. Now we know the car's handling pretty good. We know we're going to have more fuel in there now, so she's going to be sideways a lot more. So we could increase this tyre pressure here. We know that works. We know it's going to drive a lot more. So we'll now put 24 gallons in. That should do 35 laps, going off this gear ratio. And we'll give that a run. I won't do a full run. We'll only do probably about 10 laps or so. And then, because as you know, the thing's hitting the rev limiter, and that when we hit the slick, and we know we can get a bit more speed out of it if we can drop the gear ratio. So we'll give this a run first. We'll see what it does, and then we'll look at dropping the gear ratio down or drop the fuel down. We'll see how much fuel we use then. That's alright. She's picking up that left front big time because extra weight. Huh?
You'll need to tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
Give it another run. But because that extra weight we got in the back and we got the car leaning over, she's picking up that left front big time. Oh, she's sliding. Because the extra weight we got in it, she wants to keep sliding. So we've got to look at turning in a bit earlier because we got that extra weight in. It's one of those things you'll have to do. Change your driving style to suit. Off the wall. Come on. She's a handful because the fuel's sloshing around. It's got the slick track. I'll give it another run. the tyres. Hit that slick. She starts frying the tyres. Inflating that front big time. Which is kind of good to what you want. Because when the fuel comes out, you want the car to be settled down a lot more. See if I can run that cushion. Cushion's a bit high there. The right rear is driving nicely now, the temperature's in the tyre. See, she's sideways, but we're moving forward. Reversed it in the corner. Ooh. Just going pretty good until I reversed it into that corner. So, let's give it a rewind. And we'll have a look and see how it's handling. You can see that front end, it's picking up that front end big time. But because we've got all that fuel in there. Chase, right. You can see it leaned on that right rear. So we know that's working, but we also know that we're not running full throttle all the time. So let's drop this back down to 10 gallons. We're not running full throttle. That's at a 509. We could go down to a 506, but probably best to probably go down to a 486. We'll apply that gear ratio and we'll give that a run. And what this will do is it makes it a lot easier to control because you can use a bit more throttle, but it's also going to make it a lot harder because you're going to be running a lot more momentum because of the rear tyres are now going to be gripping a lot more. It's got damage. Yeah, so where before you would have seen me, I'd get on the gas, I can roll off slightly, tighten the car up, get back on the gas again, pull it away from the wall. Where with a taller ratio, you're bogging the engine down, and the car's going to be sliding a lot more. And if you get off and then get back on it, it won't pull away from it as fast. See, I'm constantly having to get off the gas to get the thing to turn. There's a little blip, gets that weight to transfer from the back to the front, then back on it again to the back of the rear, and she's now a handful. Some people ride their brake to get the car to pitch, turn, slow down. I'm a driver that usually uses the accelerator to do all the handling of the car. If you can't control it by the accelerator, you've got to use the brake. Well, you should be able to get the car to do what you want under acceleration. When you're transferring the weight from back to front, left to right. You can use your accelerator, stop the tyres from spinning, tighten the car up. Use the accelerator also to loosen your car up. So now what I'm going to do, I'll do a lap with the trail braking. Using the brake to pitch the car, set the car. you got that brake on that left front. You only just got to touch it slightly to get into the quarter. She's over. Because all I'm doing is I'm using the brake to turn the car in instead of using the steering and the accelerator to turn the car in. It's up to your driving style and what you prefer. But what I might do is I might adjust that left front brake so it's not so severe. Garage. Can you adjust it in here? No. Where's the brake bias? Where is the brake bias? Because I don't use it. I don't. Because I don't use it, I don't even worry about it. There's got to be a place where you adjust the brake. Options. I thought it would be in the garage. No. Yeah, so you can adjust your. If you know where it is, you can adjust your left front so it doesn't grab so much. So what you then do is it's more to the rear, and then you use the rear to tighten the car up. So that will do for tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. As I said, like I just did a run there with a 486 ratio. You saw how the car was handling. You do a fuel run, work out how many gallons you use per lap, and times that by how many laps you need to do. And they always round up to the next number, so you've got plenty in there. You know, yellows when they come out, they don't use as much fuel. So that's it for tonight. I hope that helped you on how to set a car up on a round slick track where the car is constantly sideways. Um, there may be some more tweaking there that can be done. Um, as I said, if they do an update where you're able to then change the caster of the front, so you're able to then bring the axle back, so you're able to then use steer to help transfer the weight to the back. I mean, as you turn right, the wheel then will push down to the ground, and that then will help transfer weight to the back. So that's what they do in the wingless. Sorry, in the midgets and in the non-wing sprint cars. Um, they also do that in the sprint cars too, depending on how slick the track is, and that you also do that to help get drive, so you don't have to steering becomes heavier, but and that because you're also then using that to help transfer the weight to the back. So I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have any more questions, or if you want me to do some more setups and that, just subscribe and post a comment. Give me a thumbs up. I did this track instead of doing Eldora because everyone's running Eldora at the moment. It's basically the same as you would know, and that with your sets you've already done already for Volusia and Eldora, they're both basically round, and that's so you're constantly sideways. There's always just fine tuning you can do. You're looking at trying to get weight to that right side, and that to keep driving through the corner, trying to keep the car as straight as you can. But because as I said, the track's round, you're just going to be sideways most of the time anyway. So right, and so that's what it's like on a 100% slick track, trying to get drive and trying to move forward. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.